name is Lars Carlson and I'm a makeup artist and wig maker. In these videos I'm going to show you how to measure your head and copy your hairline with plastic. This is the equipment we're going to need to measure someone's head. First of all, we need a tape measure. We need a chart to fill in with all the measurements, a pen to fill that in. We need some ordinary bandage from a pharmacy, elastic bandage, to put around the head. And we will need some ordinary clips and some ordinary hairpins, a hairbrush, and the last thing we need is a wig cap. This can be done easily by cutting off a piece of tights or pantyhose. Before you can measure the model's head, we have to curl all the hair up. And before I start curling it, I am just putting a little bit of water in the hair to make it easier to work with. And then I comb it carefully so I won't have any knots in the hair. The purpose right now is to get the head as small as possible, so we will know the correct size for the wig. So what I will do here is to start off by taking a small amount of hair, not bigger than a coin, and I'm rolling that around my finger, and then I'm taking an ordinary hair clip. I prefer the hair clips without the little ball on the top there, because these ones can go flatter on the head. And then I put the hair grip going straight backwards. It's important not to take too big of an area at the same time, because then you build up the height and that will distort the measurements. Sometimes you can put a cross of clips to make it stay in place. You must always keep the hairline visible, because we are gonna take a copy of that hairline later on. Always keeping all the clips going straight backwards. If this was a very long hair, I would have to do this more or less over the entire head. But now I can just make it into two little circles in the back here to keep it away. When you're going to measure the entire head, it's very important that you make sure that the hairline in the neck is just as visible as the one in the front. So I'm doing the same thing in the back here. But here I'm not putting the clips going backwards, I'm putting them sideways going in. If you try to skip this step before measuring for a wig to be made and just take measurements without the hair being curled up, you will end up with a wig that is too small, because the head grows about 1 centimeter or 2 when you do this. Now you take the bandage, ordinary pharmacy bandage, and I'm going to roll it around the head like 2 layers. 3, okay. And then you take the hair needles, the pins, and just secure it. Now making sure the hairline is clearly visible, using hairpins to hold the hair back and also keep the bandage in place. It's very important that you can see the top of the ear and that the bandage is not pushing the ear down, because we are gonna do everything from this point. All the measurements start off from the little area where the ear meets the head. Okay, more or less done there. Just taking a little bit more water and cleaning it up there. And then we take the wig cap, which is made out of tights. Can you hold there, please? Hold it down your forehead. Not that far. Okay, thank you. And then the top here, I'm just pinning that one down to make the head look really flat. Sometimes it's needed to pin this one down as well, but most of the time it sticks quite nicely anyway. Okay, it's time to start doing the measurements. Here I have a tape measure which has centimeters on one side and inches on the other. I always start with taking the whole measurement first, the full head measurement, and then you take the tape measure and you put it just in the hairline there, and then you follow down to the ear, the top of the ear. And then here I have a 57 centimeters. Filling that out immediately. The next measurement is forehead to neck. Again, you're putting it at the very hairline and taking a measurement down to the hairline down on the neck, and that's 38. The next one is going from ear to ear over the head. 31. Same thing, but over the neck. And here it's important that you have a 90-degree angle from the head. And it is 29.5. If you are not sure about a measurement, I would say that you better always to round it up, because you can always pin a wig together, but you can't make it grow. The next measurement is temple to temple. Take the hairline here and go in a 90-degree angle straight back, and here we get 39. For this measurement I have to turn you around a little bit there. It's the width of the neck, and you take from one corner to the other corner and measure there. It is 9 centimeters. And then from the same point again here to the same point as you measured the neck, and that's 11. Okay, that is all you have to do for measurements. So after this we're going to continue with the plastic copying of the hairline. For copying the hairline we need to use some cling film, a permanent marker and lots of tape. The hair is now curled and under the bandage, so now it's time to copy the hairline, and to do that we're using cling film. We will take cling film and we will wrap it around the head, not covering further down to here. And it's important that you make sure it follows the head as closely as you can get it. So you want to massage it down a little bit. And then don't try to pull it off, it takes a pair of scissors. The reason to do this copy is that when you send off to have a wig made, you will send this one, and I or the one who's making the wig can put down your exact hairline onto the wig block, and also I will see what angle the head is. Some people have more sloping foreheads and someone has really straight ones, and this makes it possible for me to find a wig block that fits. Now this is quite nicely massaged down. Now we will use a lot of tape. You would probably use half a roll of tape, because you have to do crisscross and straight, both sideways and backwards. This is the only easy way to do a copy of a hairline. Going all down over the ears as well. Because we're going to draw in where the ear is later on. Can you hold that one, please? Yes. And once you've done the first layer of tape, I usually draw in the hairline, because afterwards it tends to become more and more difficult to see the hairline. And as you see here, I also draw the outlines of the ear. That's very helpful later on in the process. When doing this, it's very handy to have a mirror to look into, because sometimes you can see the hairline more clear in the mirror. I don't have that luxury right now, but we're going to fill this one in a little bit more later, when I've done some more layers. And now I start going the other direction, straight across. You just can't get enough layers on this. Okay, that's it. Now it's very important that you make sure it's a permanent marker and not an OHP pen, because if it is, this line will just come off. The reason why I want the ear to be here is that if I have the ear drawn in, I can compare that to the measurements and see, so all the lines will be correct. Okay, it's done now. So I'm just massaging all the tape down a little bit extra. And before I take it off, I write the name and date on it. you can't see the difference from one hairline to another when it's off the head. I'm now going to use the scissors to cut the plastic open in the back, and this is one of the reasons why it's so good to have the wig cap on early, because I don't risk to cut the hair off. And then we just slide it off. So here you can see that the full shape is copied, and if you want to, you can put some more tape on the inside of it to keep it sturdy. Okay, that is how easy it is to do these things, and if you follow these instructions you will do just fine. Thank you for watching.